Your blood pressure goes up and down throughout the day. Taking your own blood pressure at home, or on the go, is one way to get a better understanding of your average numbers. Different factors cause blood pressure fluctuations, some you can control and some you can't. White coat syndrome. As many as 20% of people diagnosed with hypertension or high blood pressure (HBP) experience temporary, stress-related spikes when having their blood pressure taken in the doctor's office. Masked hypertension. Strangely enough, some people experience the opposite of white coat syndrome. Their BP appears normal in the doctor's office but may be high, even dangerously high, in the course of normal life. Time of day. Your blood pressure usually rises and falls between the waking and sleeping hours. It's generally lowest during sleep, rises throughout the day, and starts to fall again in the late afternoon. Temperature. Your BP is usually higher in the cold and lower in the heat. Cold temperatures narrow your blood vessels, increasing the pressure needed to pump blood through them. Weather changes like humidity or atmospheric pressure can also affect blood pressure, especially in people 65 years of age and older. Stress. Daily stress can cause temporary increases in blood pressure. Along with work, personal or health-related stress, a doctor visit can be stressful for some people. Over-the-counter (OTC) cold medicines. OTC cold remedies that contain decongestants, for example pseudoephedrine, ephedrine, phenylephrine, nifazoline and oxymetazoline, can cause temporary increases in blood pressure that can be dangerous for people with HBP. Exercise. It's normal to see temporary increases in blood pressure during exercise. This can be particularly true, and possibly in a more dramatic way, with weightlifting. Follow these tips to avoid excessive increases to your BP while working with weights. Use the right form. Don't hold your breath during exertion. Focus on high repetitions with lighter weights. Watch out for dizziness, severe breathlessness and chest pain or pressure. An active lifestyle is a great way of lowering blood pressure in the long run. A full bladder. Your blood pressure is lower when you have an empty bladder. Your systolic blood pressure, the first number in a blood pressure reading, for example 119/79 of a millimeter of mercury, can increase 10 to 15 millimeters of mercury when your bladder is full. Foods with tyramine. Foods containing the blood pressure regulating amino acid tyramine can cause a temporary spike in blood pressure. Some foods with tyramine are strong or aged cheese, beer, cured and processed meats, spoiled foods. The effect of tyramine on blood pressure can be particularly dangerous for people using antidepressant medications called monoamine oxidase inhibitors (MAOIs). MAOI examples include isocarboxazid, marplan, phenelzine, nardial, selegiline, emsam, tranylcypromine, parnate. Caffeine. Caffeine can cause a temporary but dramatic rise in blood pressure. Experts aren't sure why. Some researchers believe caffeine may block hormones that widen the arteries, meaning lower blood pressure. Others think that caffeine causes increases in adrenaline. Taking your own blood pressure, at home or on the go. Because of regular fluctuations in blood pressure, white coat syndrome, and masked hypertension, doctors may recommend self-monitoring for people with HBP. There are many benefits to taking your own BP. Knowing your actual, average blood pressure outside of regular fluctuations, gaining more control over your blood pressure, tracking your progress, saving time and possibly money from frequent doctor visits and complications.